Match 2 of round 2 in the losers bracket is Mike Stump, Tiffany Stripling against Cheryl Maxim and Steve Twinkletoe Shaw. Let's take a look at this game. Tiffany's way past the line. I don't know what the judges are doing. There's Cheryl, and she's throwing. Oh, what a throw. I have never seen anybody ring a backboard as many times as this lady can do it. She is just on. Steve is just not throwing well today. And, you know, from our Skycam, the Goodyear blimp, looks like Mike and Tiffany are going to be moving on. Let's hear a word from Steve and Cheryl.
Because Steve didn't back me. I was making all the points.
This is an official breakup. She did not do anything right.
I got them all of them.
No, she didn't.
Even the ringers.
She's
Next year, I don't even want him as a partner.
Loser.
No.
Final match, round 2, losers bracket. Patrick Deliner Stump and Ron Heydrich versus Jamison Shaw and G.I. Joe in the Camouflage Gym. Patrick Deliner with a look of concentration, trying to get it on the post, but he's just not happy with the way he's throwing it today. Ron Heydrich going to help his teammate out with 2 right there for a leaner. Jamison Shaw and G.I. Joe, that's going to put him out of competition, and that's going to advance Patrick and Ron Heydrich into the next round. Round 3 winners bracket, last match for the undefeated teams. Mark the Butcher Harris and Sheila Harris versus TJ Williams and Bill the Rocket Shaw. Bill's going to try to stay competitive right here with a gain of a few points, but that's not going to be enough because Sheila's going to turn around and drop her first ringer for the day right here. TJ Williams fires back with a gain of a few points, but that's not going to do it because Mark throws down a 2-for-1 special on the ringers right here. That's going to advance Mark and Sheila to the finals, and TJ Williams and Bill the Rocket Shaw will head to the losers round.
Match 1 of round 3 in the losers bracket, Steve Chandler and Rick Stripling against Aaron the Ringer Shaw and Rick Q. Aaron is lining up his throw, and I tell you, I heard he was a comeback kid, and it is being shown today. He is really throwing good. Rick Q has really helped him out, and it looks like that Rick and Steve Chandler will be out of the competition. Match 2 of round 3 against Patrick Deliner Stump, Ron Heydrich, Mike Stump, and Tiffany Stripling. We start out the event. Pat is really on target. He's starting to warm up his game. It's on target. Tiffany, she just hasn't really been there all day. She's just so disgusted with herself. And it looks like Mike's form's really improved today, but it's just not going to be enough. It looks like Pat and Ron will move on to the next round, and that will put Mike and Tiffany out.
Round 4, losers bracket. This is for 4th place. Patrick Deliner Stump and Ron Heydrich versus Aaron the Ringer Shaw and Rick Q. Patrick trying to get some points from the bottom of the post, but he can't pull together. Ron trying to help him out, but it's not going to be enough. Looks like Rick Q and Aaron the Ringer will take the victory, and this is what Ron had to say about being eliminated from the competition.
I just fell apart. I stepped out of the batter box one too many times, and the umpire just was on me too bad. I just couldn't regain my composure.
Welcome to round 5. This will determine 3rd place. Bill the Rocket Shaw, TJ Williams versus Aaron the Ringer Shaw and Rick Q. TJ starts us off, and he's just not throwing like he was. Aaron is just on. Q is really dominating that end of the court. And it looks like Aaron and the Q will be moving into the finals.
And as the sun sets in Drexel, Missouri, we find ourselves in the final round. Mark the Butcher Harris and Sheila Harris versus Aaron the Ringer Shaw and Rick Q. It is young versus old. Defending champions against the up-and-comers, a battle of the ages. Can the defending champions hold them off? Sheila Harris throws with a gain of a point or two, but it's just not going to get it done. Aaron the Ringer Shaw is on target, and Rick Q dominating the west side of the course, putting point upon point on the post. It looks like they've done it. Drexel has a brand new set of champions. Coming way back from the losers bracket, that's why they call them the Comeback Kids. And here's your final tally for the 4th of July Horseshoe Competition. Aaron the Ringer Shaw and Rick Q in 1st, Mark and Sheila Harris to take 2nd, and Bill the Rocket Shaw and TJ Williams for 3rd.
They didn't make no point. The Harrises just fell apart, and they beat 12-zip, hands down.
Well, you know, the young kid is powerful. He does have a good comeback throw, but, you know, I just give it to him.
Yeah. I was lucky. I just kept a consistent thing, tapped it, and threw it. I tell you what, Mark, he put up a pretty good fight, and you know, it just depends on the day, but I got a lot of respect for the man because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be playing horseshoes. At the same time, it's just time to pass the trophy and let bygones be bygones.
And that's the final tally for the 2009 Drexel Horseshoe Competition. We are joined here with Aaron the Ringer Shaw, reigning champion for 2009, and former reigning champion Mark Harris. Aaron, in this competition, how did you feel you were going to perform?
Well, I tell you what, I just practiced hard, and there was a lot of great competitors in this competition. It was hot, and you know the sun it was beating down on it depending on what side of the course you're on. So I feel lucky to get as far as I did.
So the sun was a factor.
Oh, it definitely was. That's kind of where I was wearing the headband this year.
Mark, how do you feel about handing that legacy off to a new player?
Oh, I wouldn't hand it off to anybody better than Aaron Ringer Shaw. You know, I mean, he threw great shoes today. Thank God for a partner.
And there you have it. That's it for the 2009 Drexel Horseshoe Competition. We'll see you next year.